Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Now in this video tutorial I'm going to walk you through the magic prompt. Okay, now with the magic prompt feature, okay, that can be located in the Fast AI image design. Okay, it'll be located here with the tab at the top, prompt magic. There are currently two categories you can choose from: coloring books and t-shirt designs. Now I'm going to walk you through coloring books. Let's start with coloring books. Okay, so when you select coloring books, you will see step 2 will now appear. Okay, so you can configure your settings. So what this will allow you to do is Artistically will create or generate prompts, more specifically, in relation to all of the settings that you designate. So say, for example, if we start off with what category of images do you need, let's just go for animals. Okay, so once I select animals, then I go to what is the age group of the children. So remember, we are creating prompts, or Artistically will generate prompts for coloring books, and then we're designating a age group. Let's go for 3 to 6. And how many images do you need? So let's say you got up to 30 in total. Let's stick with 10. And I'll select generate prompts. Now what it's going to do, it's actually now going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you and create those prompts you now need. Essentially, if you're creating a coloring book, it's going to create those prompts specifically for you to then use the other features within Artistically to build out those images in regards to the prompts we've just generated. So here we have up to 10 image prompts that we've been created. Okay, so here are the 10 animal coloring book images for the 3 to 6 year old age group. Now first and foremost, select copy. Okay, so this is going to copy all of these prompts. Okay, and I would urge you, if you have a notepad, simply open up your notepad and make a copy of all those prompts, and that will enable you to go through them one by one, because you don't want to lose those prompts. Okay, so if I just select image number 1, let's go ahead and move it across the screen. Now once I've copied all of them, I'm happy with them. Okay, let's go and get that prompt number 1. So just imagine you got image number 1 created. So essentially there's 10 images that you want to place in your coloring book, right? Okay, and those 10 images or those prompts have been created. Now all we need to do for our coloring book, we want to have those 10 images created so we can make them a part of our book, and then we have an actual coloring book created for us. So simply you've got two choices. You can come to perfect text in image and go to create from prompt, or you can use the AI image designer. Now once I go ahead, I'll take image number 1 prompt. So you remember we had the very first prompt. So if I come back here, you can see image number 1 that we had. I simply copy this like so, and I've put it into this section here. Now you can actually leave this as is, okay, that prompt. However, if you want to go a little bit more advanced, you can select the style being photorealistic. You can enable prompt enhancer, and remember, this will enhance the prompt, even taking it much further. Okay, or you can use as is. It's completely up to you, but it doesn't hurt to extend it and see the quality of the prompt and see if it fits your requirements. Okay, so I can select 4, I can do a quantity of 4 and see which one looks the best for me. Once I've done that, I select generate image, and remember, we'll be redirected to the personal design section, and you can see some of the prompts is created. So this one was in relation to a cat. Okay, so you can see there's some cats have been created, and you can see the design prompt being here. Okay, and just looking at that prompt, create a dual image illustration of a white background featuring a happy cat on the left side and a black and white outline of the same cat on the right side. So you can see this is how it should appear, and with the coloring book you would expect the child to recreate or color in the cat, all right, in the same coloring. Okay, now you've actually got the ability, if you want, if there's any issues and you want to kind of make improvements, you can regenerate or you can fix the image. Okay, and you can see there's so many different variations. So ideally for your coloring book, you have a set of 10 images, isn't it? You designate how many images you want for your coloring book, but for this example I've generated 4 variations, and I can choose which one looks the best. So for this, I could select this one because there's no window there and it looks much more cleaner and there's more space for the coloring to occur. That's completely, it's your choice how you want to do this. Now next, if I come back to my notepad, okay, let me get the notepad, and I go to image number 2. So if I go there, copy it, I'll do the same process. I can come to the image designer and I can do photorealistic. If I want to do it a bit more streamlined, I don't need to enhance it. Let me just go ahead and select generate image. Okay, this is just the simple way of using the prompt as is and seeing what it generates. Now here you can see some previous examples, even with the elephant, but you can see next one has already been created. Okay, and we have that hanging monkey. Okay, so again, I can do it the same way if I want. I can come here, photorealistic, quantity, set it as 4 and generate image, and then it will go ahead and generate me those different variations. You can see, look, there's some more images there for, and I can pick and choose which one I like. If I want, I can further enhance it, go to the image editor, or I can go ahead and download it as is. Another key thing to remember is if you want to keep this organized for your project, okay, for your coloring book, simply create a folder. Okay, say animal, okay, animal coloring book, okay, coloring book, and simply add folder. Okay, once you've done that, what you can do, the ones that you like, say for example, if I saw this image, okay, this is pretty straightforward and simple, looks nice, but this one's much larger. Okay, let's go to view. Once I view it, simply go to my folder and go to animal coloring book, and just like that, it has now been moved to the animal coloring book folder. And the same will apply if I look at some of these next images in my list of 10 prompts. I've got 4 variations of each prompt. Let's have a look. So here you can see there's more leaves, so it's a bit more work for the child. So great, yep, go to the coloring book, and just like that. Now you can imagine once I go through the entire list of 10 prompts, once I go through all of them, then it's the case, okay, then I simply come to my coloring book and I can download them, and then I would simply open up a document, whether it's a Microsoft Word document or Google Documents. I can then compile those images and make them into a downloadable PDF ready for print or whatever platform I want to provide this on to the end user to use as a coloring book. Okay, so that's essentially how you would use the magic prompt, okay, on creating coloring books. Now the same structure or framework will also apply for the t-shirt designs. Okay, so within the settings of step 2 of t-shirt designs, it will be the category. What category do you want? Let's just go for motivation, motivational. What's the gender? Let's go for female. Brief summary: people who are coffee lovers, or people who are motivated business individuals. Okay, and the summary, you know, again, I would suggest try to make it as clear as possible, because it's very, very important, because the clearer you are in your summary, it's about instructing and giving the correct prompt to the AI to create the best possible prompt, okay, for you. So let's go ahead and generate prompts, and we'll give that a few moments, and then it will be the same like we've seen before. And check this out. Okay, so once we've done that prompt, design a motivational t-shirt for a driven female entrepreneur featuring the text "empowered to thrive" in a bold, elegant font, and it goes on to then designate certain colors. Again, these things you can change. To add a touch of femininity and elegance, the text should be surrounded by a delicate hand-drawn floral pattern in the soft pastel pink, which will add a sense of whimsy and playfulness to the design. So you can see there's a nice prompt there, and next we can designate the speed or the quality, whether it's fast or high quality. We can change the aspect ratio, okay, depending on where we want this to appear or how big. Once I'm happy with that, I simply go ahead and generate image, and it will be redirected to the personal design section, where we'll give it some time to process. Okay, so going back to prompt magic, we have 2 categories we can choose from currently: coloring books, where you can create those extensive prompts that will allow you to build out those coloring books. Okay, so the prompts are essentially done for you instead of you having to start them from scratch, nice and structured. And secondly, we have the t-shirt designs, where not only will it walk you through the steps, but it'll go ahead once you've generated that prompt to create the t-shirt for you. Okay, and there we have the design for the t-shirt. So once we have this design, we can now essentially go and place this on the t-shirt. So you can download that, put that in a folder. We have that beautiful design there. If we go to the mockup creator, okay, go to select personal design. You can choose the design here, which we've created. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of ways we can now apply that design. So we'll give that a few moments. Choose design, and we've got the design there. Once we select it, then we can say, you know, example, motivational t-shirt, woman wearing t-shirt in the office with design print. Okay, and let's go ahead and select generate design. Yes, you can change the dimensions, but I just want to show you the demonstration of this, and then we'll allow that to process. Okay, and just like that, we have that graphic now of that female in the office with the t-shirt design. Empowered to thrive, you can see that's the graphic there, and also additionally you can see empowered to thrive. Okay, so it's extracted that and it's applied it onto the t-shirt, and let's even remove the background just to make it fit nicely. Okay, so there we have the mock-up. So that's essentially the process. You can create the prompt here, create the design. Once you have the design, just head over to Mockup Creator and you can actually create that mock-up. Okay, another way you could also do this once you have the t-shirt. Okay, so once I've got the personal design, I could technically download this, and what I could also do is go to the advanced image tab. Okay, and once I have that design, because I've downloaded it as well, I can technically go to, I could create a brand new model. Okay, once I create a brand new model, I do have that ability of using Merge Magic. Okay, so Merge Magic, and then I could select the cloth type. Okay, I would go to select cloth type, and you can see that's the image there. And then on the object, if I had another model here, so just imagine she's not there. If I had another one, it will just essentially take that that logo, that t-shirt, and pose it onto a male model, the female model, different placement environment, whatever it may be. So if we head over back to the Fast AI Image Designer, let's have a quick recap. Okay, we're back inside and let's have a look. So prompt magic. Okay, we've looked at coloring books and t-shirt design. So just remember, when you create those t-shirt designs, you walk through the process. You can then come to the Mockup Creator and create the t-shirt design on the model. And then also additionally, you can actually go into the Advanced AI Image Designer and you can do further advanced updates and editing, you know, expanding the scene, face swapping, etc, etc. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in another video.